Pride must die in you, or nothing of heaven can live in you. Humility is perfect quietness of heart. It is to expect nothing, to wonder at nothing that is done to me, to feel nothing done against me. A dead Christ I must do everything for. A living Christ does everything for me. Answered prayer is the interchange of love between the Father and his child. It is necessary to understand that it is not sin that humbles most, but grace. The great thing in prayer is to feel that we are putting our supplications into the bosom of omnipotent love. Humility is nothing but the disappearance of self in the vision that God is all. Our forgiving love toward men is the evidence of God's forgiving love in us. It is a necessary condition of the prayer of faith. The power to believe a promise depends entirely on our faith in the one who promises. Our humility before God has no value except that it prepares us to reveal the humility of Jesus to our fellow men. God cannot hear the prayers on our lips, often because the desires of our heart after the world cry out to him much more strongly and loudly than our desires for him. Humility is simply the disposition which prepares the soul for living on trust. The presence and the power of the glorified Christ will come to them that are of a humble spirit. God has a plan for his church upon earth, but alas, we too often make our plan, and we think that we know what ought to be done. We ask God first to bless our feeble efforts, instead of absolutely refusing to go unless God go before us. Be silent before God, and let him bless you. If you are not willing to sacrifice time to get alone with him, and to give him time every day to work in you, and to keep up the link of connection between you and himself, he cannot give you that blessing of his unbroken fellowship. As natural and easy as it has been to be proud, it must become natural for us to be humble. There is so little of the meek and lowly Lamb of God in those who are called by his name. Let us consider how our lack of love, indifference to the needs and feelings of, how different our standard is from Christ's. We ask how much a man gives. Christ asks how much he keeps. Nothing but the presence of God can reveal and expel self. Fellow Christians, do let us study the Bible portrait of the humble man, and let us ask our brethren and ask the world whether they recognize in us the likeness to the original. Unless we are willing to pay the price, to sacrifice time and attention and seemingly legitimate or necessary tasks for the sake of the spiritual gifts, we need not look for much power from above in our work.